What's up, guys? Simply Coco here, and welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will always respond to your comments. So we're here back with not really a speed build, but just a furnishing of this apartment complex that I started yesterday. It's like a little mini series I'm doing. So as you can probably tell from the title or the thumbnail, I am calling this apartment complex the New Leaf apartment complex, or New Leaf apartments, or New Leaf apartment homes, or New Leaf luxury apartments. I don't know, something with New Leaf. But yeah, so today I am doing the entire downstairs area of the apartment complex. This will I guess the main attraction of it is the leasing office. So that's actually what I'm currently furnishing in the video. At first I was gonna do it more of this like reception area, but excuse me. But then I thought about it almost like a reception area that you would see in a hotel. But then I got to thinking about it, like when I moved to Houston and moving into the new apartment that I'm in now, like going to tour different apartment complexes, like all of them have like, it's more of an office than a reception area, if that makes sense. So that's why I made that and it's actually called a leasing office, you know. So that's why I made that little office room and put the 2 desks in there. I assume there'd be like, you know, I forget what they're called. No, leasing agents. So I put 2 desks in there for, you know, the leasing agents. And yeah, so it's obviously it's not functional. If you want to, you can lock that door. You can lock the door into the office. Otherwise, your Sims might go down there and use those computers, and that wouldn't really be that wouldn't be very realistic, because, you know, I can't go in the leasing office in my apartment complex and just start using the computers. But yeah, so as you can see, I did just put cars in the garages. So you saw I put like a little sports car, another like kind of like eco-friendly looking car, maybe it's like battery powered, and then I put a van. So that van has a storyline to it, and it will belong to one of the residents. So will the other 2 cars, but the van gave me a more specific idea. So it will be a guy, so I guess that's the only spoiler, but I won't give away anything about the residents just yet. I'll just introduce them in their videos. So I will probably just finish this mini series off just straight. So like my next few videos will be of this. After this part, there will be 4 parts. Yeah, 1 part for each apartment. I will be doing the very first one tomorrow. It's a 1-bedroom, and all I will say about that is that it's a couple. But how I'm doing those videos is I'm going to I'll start off in CAS, and I'll do like a speed CAS of me making the characters. And then during that, I'll give you their backstory and their personalities and stuff like that. And just, you'll be able to see my process of making a sim, but sped up really quickly. And then after that, once I've created the sim, then you will see me jump into actually furnishing their apartment, and I'll just, you know, explain further like their backstories and how they met, and just different things about them along with the things that I'm using in their apartments. So me doing the CAS part will definitely be all completely sped up, but when it comes to me furnishing their apartments, I'll try and slow that down a little bit, just so you can really see my steps and really see what I'm using, what objects I'm using, and just probably not a real-time speed, but definitely a little slower. It just depends on how long the video already is once I do the cast, but we'll see. So back to the build itself, I'm just furnishing, you know, all of the downstairs. You see I put those books right there. Like I was saying in yesterday's video, I would assume this place would be very about community. They love helping the environment, and they love just the community of just being active in the community and knowing everybody that's in the complex, and just always having parties together and going out and, you know, helping the environment together and just holding different events and just all that. So long story to say, I put those books right there as to be kind of like a, what is it called? Like a free, I don't know. They have a name. It's like a free bookstore. It's like a grab and go bookstore. But you have to leave a book in order to take a book. So like maybe every so often the apartment complex puts a whole bunch of books there, and then if you want to take one, you have to leave one. And then that's kind of a way the community that's just a small way the community can stay connected. You know, you go and you can see what other people are reading, you know, and stuff like that. So that's the backstory of those books. And I just love that object from Tiny Living. Right now I'm just kind of cluttering up the actual leasing office itself. I put some business cards, lamps on the table and stuff like that. I didn't know what to put in this corner, so I ended up just putting an ottoman. I assume the person that is meeting with that particular leasing agent would sit on that ottoman. I just didn't want to put one of the same glass chairs because you may have seen me try to, but I just didn't like it. It just looked out of place not being in front of a desk. But I don't even think Sims can sit in those chairs. I imagine like they're just tucked in right now. But yeah, that whole room is pretty much non-playable unless you were to have particular Sims that you use just as leasing people. I don't know why you would, but yeah. So as you can see, I've moved on to the pool. It took me quite some time to figure out what flooring, but then I finally went with some. I eventually had to go on Pinterest and look up a reference photo of like an indoor pool just to kind of see what kind of flooring would even go around it. At this point in the video, I still haven't done that. And then I think this is me finding it right here. I think so. No, maybe not, because I'm still like shuffling through flooring. Yeah, this is the flooring I end up going with. And then I just make the water a little bluer. I stuck some like modern lights in there. Everything is very black, obviously, as you can see. All the furniture was black, the stairs are black. The reason why I went with the wood flooring is because, like I said, it's a very eco-friendly apartment complex. So it's like a repurposed wood floor. The walls are just painted, but it's very like, there's like a base game paint that's like it looks like it's a messy paint, like they painted the walls and then they didn't dry correctly. Like they painted the walls and then it dried with like splotches. I really enjoy that paint just in The Sims in general. I always use it, but I figured in this case it could have been like this apartment complex was a community project and there was no apartment complex in I think this is the fashion district of San Myshuno, so maybe there was no apartment complex in that district, and so the whole community came together and built one. And so it's painted, the paint is splotchy like that because, you know, everyone pitched in and just kind of did it together. So that's why I went with those floors and this paint. But you saw I just put those lockers. Those are from Spa Day. I could have went with the regular just lockers from University, but I wanted it to look a little more modern. So I put those. I really only needed to put 4 because there's only 4 apartments in this complex. And then I just put those black ottomans that came with spa day as well. And yeah, the screenshots are rolling. That's just an entrance that I did off camera. I'm not really sure I like it just yet, but anyway, I will see you tomorrow with part 3 and the very first family that will be moving in. So see you then, and bye.